So that's a little bit of what's driving the debate. So there's this critique of colleges of education that are not supplying the quality of doctoral students that is needed to participate in this new wave or this new type of research. And I'm not going to go all of them, but I do want to talk about what are some of the high-quality programs doing and how is that distinguished from some of the weaker quality programs. So the high-quality program, first of all, clearly state that their mission is committed to research preparation. So when a student applies to a doctoral program, it's not muddled. It's you are here because you want to become a researcher, a professor, or work in a policy analysis field. If you wanted to be the best school principal you could be, the best curriculum development you could be, or a superintendent or head an agency, your program should be different, and that you should have 2 tracks. And those universities, we can talk more about this if they're interested, but the kind of top universities make those 2 missions very, very clear. So they have a clarity of vision regarding the skills, knowledge that students need to become researchers as compared to being a practitioner. There's an agreed upon curriculum about methodologies and what is quality research. And I can provide examples of any of these points later on. A curriculum that mirrors the vision of what researchers need to know in the context of their field. There are apprenticeships with faculty that begin early in the doctoral program. Research doctoral students are funded completely. They receive a stipend. At our university, for example, the doctoral students pay no tuition. They get $2,000 a month. They're expected to work 20 hours a week as an apprentice with me or other faculty on their research. They are not allowed to work outside of the university at all during their time. The programs are staffed by highly productive faculty with major research funding who serve as the mentors. As I said, the admissions is focused to people who want a career path in research. There's financial aid to support the full-time students. Enrollments and workload equal this kind of mentoring model. So we may admit 1 to 2 doctoral students a year per faculty so that we can really work as research communities around projects. And lastly, students and faculty have the necessary resources. Much of this money is coming from the federal government. Universities competed for what's called pre-doctoral fellowship training programs. They had to write a proposal, how they were going to train the researchers, which faculty would be involved, what would the curriculum be, and the U.S. Department of Education is funding 6 such programs for 5 years where they can bring in a cadre of new doctoral students to go through this path. So we have a new vision of research. We have a new desire to train future generations of researchers who can carry on this research. Now I want to provide an example of a project that is being undertaken with money provided by the U.S. Department of Education and employs students who are being mentored in this program. Now I have 2 large research grants that fall under kind of this umbrella, and I chose to talk about one actually because of the work we're doing, and it's an evaluation of it's called a leadership development program, which is called the National Institute for School Leadership. And and this program is a training program that is being implemented by a group that developed the curriculum, and my colleagues and I wrote a grant to the U.S. Department of Education to do a longitudinal study. What I want to emphasize here, and I'm not going to talk about the results, and I'm going to talk mostly about